Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Claire Deering with Stegosaurus. Now that I'm done with the Amber collection, I will be continuing on with the regular Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom human figures. And out of the ones I owned, I know in a previous video, I forget which one I said I liked the most. I think I said Wheatley I really liked. He's still a good figure, but not gonna lie, I kind of like Claire here just a little more. Mainly I just think, you know, the painting and all that, I just think this figure is just a little more appealing, but that's just me. That's just me. But anyway, with all that out of the way, let's just get into this. So first we'll take a look at her accessories. Starting off with this little iPad thing. Of course, this is what the computer guy, or whatever, I forget if he had a name or not, at the beginning of Fallen Kingdom, he was using this to open up the Mosasaurus enclosure. So, yeah. Not a lot of painting, this is just a solid gray piece, and a little bit of blueprinting on the screen right there. No articulation, but the sculpting is there, and it looks alright, and the detailing as well looks alright. Not a lot to this is just a small little, just gray piece of plastic, so, yeah. It's fine. So we're just going to move that to the side and move on to her next accessory, which is the Stegosaurus. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite out of the, baby dinosaurs to come out of the, or at least come with the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom human figures. For one, this actually has more than one color to it. They actually painted the back of it. Not specifically the dorsal plates. They just kind of like cheesed it and just sort of like airbrushed the entire back, which a little lazy, but you know what, it's better than just all green or all gray, so no complaints here. But yeah, the painting, not the best, but I feel like a little more effort went into the painting here than any of the other baby dinosaurs or whatever, so yeah. No articulation, but the sculpting here actually looks very nice, and something I really like about this, the tail here is actually in the air, unlike with the bigger Stegosaurus that I reviewed a while back, where the tail just kind of like dragged on the ground. I hate that about the new Jurassic World Stegosaurs. Like the tails just drag, and that really bothers me. Like, I know it's such like a minor thing, but I don't know. There's something about that just really irks me. Especially because like in the Lost World, the tails were more like in the air like this, so I don't know why the Jurassic World Stegosaurus just have like dragging tails, but that's just me. Anyway, it is cool to see that the tail here is just in the air. So yeah, the sculpting here looks nice, and the detailing as well looks pretty good. A lot of nice scaling and like, cracks and like creases in the dorsal plates right here. That actually looks very nice on camera. It's not as nice in person, but it still looks nice. So yeah, I like that a lot. And that is it for the baby Stegosaurus. Now for Claire herself, and first we'll take a look at the painting here. And right off the bat, I just want to say that I think it's kind of weird that she's in a rain jacket, mainly because she never wore one in the movie. Of course, the computer guy did at the beginning, so maybe this is just me thinking. This is gonna probably sound like the dumbest thing I've ever said, but maybe like, I don't know, Claire was gonna be in that scene at first instead of. It doesn't make sense, but I'm just trying to make sense of this whole rain jacket, because she never wore anything like this in the movie. I mean, it looks nice, but like, again, I don't necessarily get it. Well, there is another version of Claire where it is her regular clothing, and she does come with a gyrosphere, so there is that, I guess, but I'm just rambling on. Let's just continue with this. So first we'll take a look at the head here, and the painting on the head looks alright. The hair could look a little better. It's not the cleanest paint job, but it's there. No defects on the face, thankfully. The eyes aren't misplaced or anything like that, so that's good. And of course her rain jacket is, yellow, and she does have her green shirt underneath. Going to her pants here, we can see that, of course, they are brown, and her boots are a darker shade of brown as well. And that's pretty much it for the painting on this figure. Not a lot to it. Again, it's appealing, but again, it's alright. The hair is a little sloppy, but the painting here is not bad. So I'd say it gets a pass. Now take a look at the articulation, and the articulation on this figure is pretty much the same from what we've usually seen with these Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom human figures. So, yeah, basically there's a ball joint at the head, though it's very limited, so she can only look around in certain directions. So, yeah, the arms can move outwards like so, and can move 360. There's a bend at the elbow, and unfortunately no wrist articulation, which is one thing I really wish these human figures had. There's a waist swivel here, so she can kind of like spin around, I guess. The figure can't really kick back that far, mainly because of the coat, but she can kick that far. The spread, she can, basically do like that. She has a bend in her knees, as well as a swivel, so you can kind of like move that around. And that's pretty much it for the articulation on this figure. For a human figure from the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line, it's pretty basic, not awful. I feel like wrist articulation would have been a little nice, but these are very small figures, so I do understand that, that'd be a little tough to do, but at the end of the day, the articulation is not bad at all. So the articulation, for what it is, gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting here looks pretty good. The actor here, it looks a lot like Bryce Dallas Howard. Not one-to-one, but there are some similarities here. Yeah. Again, I think this rain jacket is a little weird, but I have seen people make really cool customs of the Legacy Ellie Sattler with this. Or like that scene where she's with Muldoon looking for, or not looking for, but like just investigating the damage from the T-Rex attack. So I think that's really cool, but again, in terms of like Fallen Kingdom, she never wore this, but either way, the sculpting here, it looks nice. Everything here is nice. Not a lot to say about the sculpt, it's good. So the sculpt, it gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing here is not bad, not great, but not bad either. So the detailing on her head is pretty nice. Her hair isn't the best when it comes to detailing, but it still looks nice. And of course the face is detailed very nicely as well. The coat here is detailed decently, as well as the shirt underneath. Going to her pants here. Again, the detailing here, not a lot of creasing or anything like that, it's just there. But the boots here are actually detailed pretty nicely though, so there's always that. And that's pretty much it for the detailing. Compared to the other Fallen Kingdom figures, it's not the best. Nothing here is really too defined, and there's not really like a lot of detailing that pops out. So the detailing here is not bad, but at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing either. So I'd say it gets 3/4 of a pass. So yeah, it's there, but it's not what it could be. So yeah. And that's pretty much it for this figure. At the end of the day, should you get this? Honestly, yeah. A lot of these Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom human figures, or even the Legacy human figures, I feel like they're not the best human figures we've gotten in any of the Jurassic Park toy line, but to be honest, at least they're actually human figures, unlike with, with the Jurassic World toy line where we literally got none. I feel like, wrist articulation would be a little better, but again, these are very small figures, as I said previously, so that's very understandable. And it's honestly kind of a shame that Mattel, doesn't really do the human figures anymore. Really is a shame because, I'd like a lot more like human figures and like, play sets, vehicles. Instead, they're just making dinosaurs, which someone once told me, someone made a counter argument where on Facebook I said, it would be nice if we actually had like humans or play sets or anything like that. And this person responded to me with, well, the dinosaurs are the highlights. Well, besides each other, what else are the dinosaurs going to attack? Because, humans are necessary, and as well as, vehicles and playsets and all that, so, yeah. So, again, more human figures like this would be great. No more, Amber Collection, like, they're fine, the Amber Collection is fine, I don't hate it, but if I had to choose between figures like this and the Legacy Collection, honestly, I prefer this. Again, the Amber Collection is good, but there's something good about these figures where they're in scale with all the dinosaur figures, everything just fits in well, so yeah. So at the end of the day, should you get this? Honestly, yeah. It's not, as far as Jurassic World figures go, it's good, but as far as, figures go in general, it's not great. If you want this figure, it retails for like $7 if you can find it in like Target or Walmart or anything like that. I never found this there. I actually bought this at a Big Lots for a little cheaper than what it's worth. So that's always good. If you do want this though, depending on how badly you want it, if you want it, I'd say go to Big Lots because they sell a lot of the human figures there. Also, the Universal Studios gift shop has a lot of the human figures, but they are ridiculously overpriced, so I wouldn't go there for these figures, but I'd say go to Big Lots. I feel like that store would be your best friend when it comes to human figures, so yeah. Anyway, if you want to know how big she is, then here she is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.